We are back to farming some Hell Guild boss. This is the third week of Kelak, and by now everybody probably has Light Liz, so if you use her in conjunction with the Goddess team, you're going to be able to farm this pretty easily. 9k on auto is actually possible, but we're going to run this on manual just to see if we can get a little better score than 9k. Now, one mission that we need to focus on getting is 4 buffs, and we start off with 2 because of Tarmiel and Margaret. And both of their buffs are going to give us a lot of points. Both buffs drop 2 buffs. It's 5 points per buff. You're looking at 8 buffs per buff card. You also get a lot of points for applying debuffs here. Now, he is attacking into Tarmiel's adaptation, which is going to decrease the amount of damage he can deal. And it is a stackable buff. Combined with his Grace of blocking skill effects and his Relic of locking ult, you get a lot of points from debuffs. So sort of alternate between Tarmiel attack buff and Margaret cleanse whenever you are poisoned. Cleansing off more debuffs is going to equal more points. This team doesn't really have any actual strategy outside of trying to spam cleanses and getting debuffs. Because from their passives, there's a lot of synergy coming out of here. All of their basic stats are through the roof. And you can just attack into Kelak blindly, sort of, and you literally just kill. We don't have to set up anything crazy. We don't need gold Margaret buff or a gold Tarmiel buff. Their attacks alone are plenty to even be able to kill him in, I think this is 3 turns for phase 1. Though if you wanted to farm out more points, I would stall phase 1 since you can't debuff phase 2. Phase 2, you also need to finish in 3 turns because if we get hit by his ult, someone's pretty much going to die. So we want to see more single targets, and we want ways to get ults. That's really how we're going to be able to kill off Phase 2. So that was a rank 2 plus buff on Tarmiel. Is pretty good damage. Even Liz's AoE does 95k, so that's very nice. And I think this is our 4th buff, so we should be able to get the mission here. We are going to need an additional buff on the following turn if we want fully stacked Margaret. Tarmiel should be stacked up. He's been getting hit almost every turn. And I think this is actually... I think we're going to finish on turn 6. We're actually able to get 2 ults here, so we won't have any problems finishing on the next turn. And that is the last turn for us. You do get 8 turns total, so like I said, it's probably better off farming points on phase 1 and then transitioning on like turn 5 or 6. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already. We do get a 5th buff, so Margaret is going to be fully stacked. I don't think we have Liz passive all stat increase on anyone else besides her. Unfortunately, we don't have a cleanse because this would be a good chunk of buffs to get rid of. And then Margaret is also infected, so she's not going to top off. It looks like we're only going to be able to top off Tarmiel and Sariel. So we'll just use this Liz single target. It's the most we can do for her. There's nothing we can do for Margaret. But I think this is a 6-turn run. Should be a pretty decent score. Didn't really farm the points that particularly hard. And I guess we will see if we were able to get more than 9k on manual. Like I said, you can get 9k on auto, so that team is just too good. 11.4 is pretty good. Almost 11.5 basically. So that is Hell GB. If you guys liked it, drop a thumb me and be a sub if you're into that. See you in the next one.